Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good
Yes.
something. Welcome to MS Live. I am Myles Sergé along with my co-host D-KNOX. How are you today, D?
I'm living, man, so I'm good. How about yourself?
I am okay. Tired,
Yeah.
as you can see.
Yeah. 2 hours of sleep. That's what it'll do to you. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But it's worth it. It's worth it, man. It's worth it. So
It's almost like you got that little sleep when you got to travel somewhere on an airplane or train or something, and you basically you lay down after you pack up everything. You might slept 2 hours, maybe, and now you got to get up and travel the whole day. So,
yeah,
I,
yeah. And then you're up, but then it's like I know I need to sleep, but I can't. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
So it's gonna be an interesting day, man. Interesting day. But I'm glad we're out here today. Again, welcome to MSI. Myles Sergé here and D-KNOX. So let's get the ball rolling. If you like what you see here today, the past few days, every time since we've been on this thing, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. And once you do that, hit that notification bell so you know when we are streaming live. Like right now, you should have got a notification if you hit that button. If you didn't, then you wouldn't know we're on. But again, like, share, subscribe to the channel. It does wonders for us. Again, we keep saying this over and over, especially today because I am tired and I know I look crazy. But anyway, if you don't want to see us for some strange reason, we are also available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. You don't have to see us, but you can actually hear us. So when you're there to any of these platforms, subscribe to us just like you subscribe to us here on YouTube, and you will know when we're doing something. Woo. You can also follow us, the show, MS Live with D-KNOX on Instagram, and follow us/me, us, me. It's kind of interchangeable right now on X at Myles Sergé. And that dreaded email. Contact us. Love us, hate us, suggestions, anything. MS Live with D-KNOX at gmail.com. That is MS Live with D-KNOX at gmail.com. So today we are very excited to have this guy here
Yes.
joining us today. Y'all all know him. There's really no need for introduction because all I can say is this. And if you know what that is, you know who the hell I'm talking about. You've seen it. You love his music. He's that guy. So there it is. So give it up today for our man, Rennie Foster.
Hey, dudes.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you doing?
Good, man. How are you guys?
I'm all right.
Live. I was waiting for this all day, but then I'm still not prepared. I'm like,
yeah.
See, guys, he's excited. He was waiting for this
live. Yeah,
it's cool.
I'd be ready for the feeling, but it's still nervous.
Yeah, it's good too, man. It's good. So for those that don't know, just to give everybody a time reference that's happening right now. I am here in Flint right now, and the current time is 6:06 a.m. Rennie is in Vancouver, correct?
Yes, I'm in Vancouver, and it's 3 o'clock, 3:06, and it's not Renee, it's Rennie.
Rennie, okay.
Yeah, Rennie. Yeah,
I'm not French, but I got to say though, I always said your name Myles Sergé.
See, there you go.
Yeah, you said Sergey just now, and I never. That's the first time in my whole life I ever heard that. Like I've done records with you and known you mad long, and I always say Myles Sergé.
See,
isn't that crazy? Yeah, that's not good. I guess I'll correct it.
But it's the thing we just learned because I always thought it was either Rennie or Rennie. You said it's Rennie.
Lots of people say Renee all the time, but I get called Renee all the time because that's it's kind of the much more known pronunciation.
Mhm.
Especially in Canada, it's like a known French name. So, there's a lot of French, not in the area where I'm at, but elsewhere in Canada, there's a lot of French stuff. So people sometimes think I'm French Canadian or something, which I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
And Donnell is in Warsaw, and it is technically 12:07 p.m.
Warsaw.
Correct. Yep, that's
Nice,
correct.
nice,
That's
nice.
correct, people. So we're definitely on different
like-
time zones. But look at the power of the internet.
I know this is the modern era. This is like Jeff Mills would say, this is techno.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And it works.
Right? You'd be
We're
right.
doing it.
Embrace technology, guys. Embrace technology. You can. It's okay to use the CDJs. It's okay to use a sync button. You don't have to always be strictly vinyl.
Yeah, I don't know.
Master them
I
all,
don't
but
use the sync button myself.
embrace
because I
technology.
find it annoying, but
That's true. That's true.
it gets in my way and shit.
Right.
Trying
So
to do stuff when I'm not, Yeah.
right. So if everybody's been following, if you've been following the show, we tend to name each episode. And today, you know what? I got to make sure I get the right button because I think I got it. So if I hit the wrong one, just bear
I
with
thought
me.
it was called pancakes and pancakes.
Yeah, it
and
is.
maple syrup. Yeah, it makes me want to have pancakes. If my wife was here, maybe she would make some pancakes, not at 3 a.m, but
Right.
earlier she might have for me. But she left today to San Francisco on a week business trip,
Okay.
1 week long business trip. So it's just me and the doggies right now.
Okay, that's cool.
There's a
So
dog.
that being said, I hit the wrong button. See, I knew something was going to work.
There's the dog.
We're just going to hit the buttons today.
My dogs
Episode
love that. They
15.
love the crickets, man. Trust me.
Pancakes and maple syrup.
Yeah.
So,
That's
want
definitely
pancakes.
Canadian.
I want pancakes. I might go to McDonald's or something for it.
yeah, that's good.
Stay away from that McDonald's, man. Get some
McDonald's.
real pancakes.
Like I said though, my wife is away for a bit, so I got to, I'm roughing it, bro.
Yeah.
4 a.m, I'm gonna get on my scooter and get me some pancakes.
Isn't there like some local, like probably breakfast and brunch place open where you get some real
Not at like 4 a.m.
skillets all
Yeah.
greasy?
I don't live in the city. I live in the suburbs.
Okay.
Oh,
I was gonna
I
say
live
some
in-
kind of like Mel's
I live in,
Diner type of thing.
I actually don't live in Vancouver anymore. I live in Burnaby, which is like, a township next to Vancouver, attached to Vancouver, kind of like Yokohama to Tokyo, or
Okay.
like Flint to, I don't know how close is Flint to Detroit. I don't even know.
We're about an hour 20 away. But Flint's kind
Well,
of
I'm way closer than that to Vancouver. Like I'm like 15 minutes away from Vancouver driving, but
okay.
it's still a suburb of Vancouver though. It's not, we have the mall Metrotown here that everybody thinks is in Vancouver. It's actually in Burnaby, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I live in Burnaby. It's like suburbs.
Okay.
Okay.
It's nice though. It's really nice. Really good place. To live.
Away from the city, but when you can get to the city, it's no problem. So
Oh yeah, if you're in the city, there's more 24-hour choices, I think. But out where I'm at, I could scoot to Denny's. I could go to Denny's and get some
Denny's.
good pancakes there.
what about Tim Horton?
Tim Hortons? There's a Tim Hortons pretty near me. I don't think it's 24-hour though. But
Okay.
no, it's not 24-hour. But they don't have pancakes. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways,
That's cool.
I can get pancakes if I want to. Somewhere.
Yeah.
I
That's
can
good.
even make pancakes. I'm sure somewhere I could, in their house, we have the stuff to make pancakes, and I can.
Right. Right.
Aunt Jemima's instant mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like
Jemima's
that.
syrup.
We definitely have the maple syrup. I definitely have maple syrup.
Like the real maple syrup. Not
Yeah.
the earth
No, my maple syrup is some grocery store ass maple syrup.
syrup.
Yeah.
He didn't stick it in the tree
Like,
and
some Canadian
turn it.
equivalent to, I don't know, something like Aunt Jemima's vibe. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I forget I don't know what brand it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Cheap one, probably. Great Value or something.
Hey, great value.
Real maple syrup,
Yeah.
Man.
Just with the yellow maple syrup.
Yeah. Log cabin.
That's cool.
You have that? You guys have that? No
I've
frills?
seen it. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's almost like the generic thing, like back in the day when generic stuff was black and white.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, no frills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of Captain Crunch, you get King Vitamin.
King Vitamin is actually good, man. I don't know why people hate on King Vitamin. That was a good cereal.
King Vitamin, I don't know that.
For real? Oh, I'm gonna give you a picture, a screenshot later. It's not the best.
Staring at the computer and then you guys there is giving me a weird feeling right now.
Oh, take a deep
You
breath.
know what I mean? It's weird.
Take a
Like
deep
I'm
breath.
intensely staring at you guys.
He's been smoking a little something, guys. You know,
Oh,
let's give
maybe.
him a little.
Yeah, that's cool.
Perhaps
It's all good,
I
man.
tend to do that. Some of this.
Oh, see?
This
There
is what
you
we
go.
this is what we rock with. This is what we rock with in Vancouver. Very futuristic type stuff.
I see that.
Yeah, you see that? You ever tried something like that?
No, I don't smoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is not smoke, actually. This is vapor.
Okay.
Yeah. It's got like a distillate
Okay.
side, right? And it's like takes all the plant stuff out and like all the stuff. Distillates it down to like 92% THC or something.
Mm.
And then it does this little, it has a little heater inside, and then just like a vape, like a nicotine vape works like that, right? And then so it's supposedly better for your lungs and things, maybe, but
Maybe.
questionably, yeah. Questionably.
It gives you the same effect though of actually like smoking, right?
I would think stronger.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's similar to doing a dab. Do you know what that is?
I know what that is.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not as strong as doing a real dab with the whole setup and the torch and everything, but it's like in between that and taking a couple of puffs on a doobie.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's
Stronger
nice.
than a doobie. Yeah.
Nice vibe.
A doobie, I think it's like, I'm not an expert in this kind of stuff. So, I know some people really are experts. They'll check me if I'm wrong, but, doobies are way less THC in there.
Okay.
Right? Something like 25% or something, because there's a lot of plant matter and other things in there. They get rid of all that shit.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
So it's like you got the pure essence.
I'm not trying to advocate for this, by the way.
Yeah.
By the way, this is a filthy habit. Yeah.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
Well,
so
my only vice though. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's good.
I don't even smoke cigarettes. Yeah. So
there you go.
You know what I mean?
There
it
you
could
go.
Be worse. It could be worse.
There you go. So my first question to you today.
Should I go close like that, or is that?
You're fine.
No, you're good, man. You're good. Just relax, man. Take a deep breath.
I'm nervous, man.
Right. I can tell. I can tell because
we're nervous.
Like when them Jack in the Box.
I did drink a Red Bull too, or quite a bit. I drank a Red Bull like 20 minutes ago, just because I didn't want to be tired at all. I was like, jacked up, man. So,
that's all good, man.
I thought we were gonna talk for like 2 hours or more or something. So I was like, man, I can't be falling asleep.
Just treat it like a DJ set, bro. Like
we got it, man.
Oh,
you're getting ready to go play.
Beer.
Right.
I usually have a beer when I'm DJing.
Okay.
So if you want
one
to
of those kind of people that like to drink beer when I'm DJing.
Okay. All right. So
that's my only vice, though. Beer and a little weed.
Okay. Cool. So tell us how you got started in electronic music, because a lot of us, well, me personally, I really associate you with Detroit, like heavily with Detroit. And Detroit influence. I could see that in your production. So to me, you're Detroit.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So tell us how you got started with electronic music.
Well, you made me like close up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay,
this
everybody.
is your show, baby.
Gather around. Let me tell you the tale. It happened, I think, in 1983. I took some breakdancing lessons. In 82, I got Thriller, Michael Jackson Thriller.
Okay.
From my mom, I was a little kid. And busting moves around with a glove or whatever, my mom was like, put me in some breakdancing lessons in a what do you call it? Community center. Okay. We were going, my parents were going through a divorce and stuff at this time. So, it was kind of a thing, put me there and blah, blah, blah. And it was just highly influential to me at a time when I was really influenced,
Mhm.
And the teacher of that class happened to be this DJ named DJ Rod Mack. He still DJs to this day in my hometown. But he showed at these lessons, I started to hear all this like dope music, like basically what was hot in 1983 in terms of electronic music. The beginning, we didn't even say stuff like techno or hip hop or any of that stuff. We mostly said things like electric boogaloo and things, terms like that. But it was stuff like, Cybertron Clear was definitely in the mix, Planet Rock and Planet Patrol, lots of freestyle, lots of electro. There was an interest in that, and the tapes that he gave me to practice to were the first mixing I ever heard. And one day when I came into class, he had brought in his DJ setup.
Oh,
So
wow.
he was a DJ in his 20s in like the nightclubs of my hometown, right? But he taught kids breakdancing, right? Right in the peak of all this in the early 80s. And so he showed me all the cool shit back in the day when I was young, like at this time. And it just became, even though I left those lessons and I formed my own taste in music after that, he had really given me like a prototype. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like everything that I'm about now was there in like those tapes and first experiences. So it was like the stuff that influenced me. Going on from there, it was like suddenly a few things happened. Number one, hip hop or whatever, breakdancing as we called it at that time in the west coast of Canada, totally went out of style. Suddenly the media was just like, breakdancing sucks.
Okay.
Like how they did that kind of back in the day like that. And everybody's so influenced by the TV, but I wasn't ready to leave that behind at all, right? Like that stuff. And basically, I knew from that point that the media was really weird and buggy and not to follow what they did. So that really influenced me to become like a very underground kind of person. You know what I mean? And then from then on, that was where the digging for music started. Finding everything I could with synthesizers and like futurism and like, beats, drum machines, all that stuff. Like I like rock and roll. I loved rock and roll and everything, but it was like my personal music was this electronic kind of music that I got into through breakdancing. And then it, there was stuff in there like all the pre-house stuff and everything. So by the time house music came along, by the time I first heard the term house music, which was like really early in the game, way early, like way before raves and stuff, because I was already trying to listen to like mixtapes from the radio in New York and things like that. So I was already kind of like getting glimpses of what that was going to become. You know what I mean? Way back.
Okay.
So am I rambling too much?
No, you're fine, man.
You're
Yeah. Okay. So basically, from then on, I started to do like experiments with tapes. That's how my music stuff started, with tapes, trying to emulate what I saw with Rod Mack with his turntables when he showed us that, and the different kind of DJ stuff I saw through TV and things. I started, VHS recording everything about the subculture that came onto the TV, listening a lot to college radio, to like late night shows with experimental stuff, getting into like all kinds of electronic music from like, I don't know, the Severed Heads and stuff, and like crazy different electro, anything that wasn't made with a band. I was interested. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Yeah. So it's basically gone like that this whole time. And there was another era in my life as well that led into, and that was my first efforts making and releasing music proper, and that was with a rap group. So I was in a rap group basically like 1990, 91, 90, like these even 89, I think I was already in Sound Advice. There, we were in a pretty popular rap group in my area. And that was how I got known. That's why the name Dubnut is sometimes attached to me. That's the MC name that I had back then.
Okay.
And graffiti writer name too. This whole time I was writing graffiti as well, like from really early. So I was one of the first people in my hometown to kind of do these sorts of things. So it caused a lot of noise, caused a lot of attention in the local media, and was influential to a lot of people in my area. And that's my beginnings.
Okay. So is it fair to say like
I didn't even mention Detroit. I didn't even mention how this turned into Detroit, right? You mentioned Detroit, and
right.
I take that as a big compliment. I didn't mean for it to be that way, and people were saying that about me even before I ever went to Detroit, because I started. I put out a record in 2002 with Derek Thompson on Soiree out of Detroit. Called Monochasm, and that was pretty popular. It did really well. And then I don't know, I started connecting with a lot of Detroit people, and I had this kind of vision. I was inspired by Detroit music, and I was kind of you might say that my prototype is very similar to some people. I don't know, the taste. You might say we have like similar taste. My taste is not like Euro. You know what I mean? My music doesn't sound Euro.
No,
it's really like urban because of my influences through hip hop and early breakdancing music and all that kind of stuff leading into house music.
Yeah.
And even the house music I first touched and first got into, the most influential stuff to me was like Fast Eddie, Tyree Cooper.
Yeah, Tyree.
That was like, whoa, when I heard that stuff, it was like blew my mind. It was like, oh, that's it was like someone had recorded my thoughts, because I was very much into hip hop and very much into dance music as well. And actually my kind of story is like a crossroads. When I went to Japan first in the early 90s, I went to Japan, not to DJ, just to work and be there. And you might say I needed to get away from my crew at the time. Just nothing bad, just to be on my own and figure out what I wanted to do into the future. And when I came back, I really, the hip hop thing sort of went to the side, and I began my quest to do dance music, like you might say wholeheartedly, to be a DJ and producer, a creator, right? And the music that we did with our hip hop group, I had a part in the production of it, but it was mostly like all three of us working with a producer in the studio.
Okay.
And then later we got to figure out how to do it ourselves. So I learning that production, doing that with the group is how I was able to start doing dance music on my own. So it was in a very similar style, like with samples and loops, and you know what I'm saying? It was, my ideas weren't like, they were like a hip hop guy trying to make house music.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So, the Detroit thing, I got to that. That was in 2002. And then I just had a good affection with Detroit. And it was like, it was like finally some people at labels and such kind of understood what I was doing, because it was really a little weird for the house music world at that time. It was kind of like you know what I mean? And I was also influenced by a lot of techno producers too that I heard, and I just kind of I don't know how to explain it, but the people in Detroit liked my music, so I responded back to them, and we had a good like some years of me releasing on like loads of Detroit labels, right? Technotica, and also Gary. So Derek Thompson and Gary Martin are both really influential in my music life, and kind of mentors, or they were the guys that, of all the guys that I met doing music in my life, they were some of the only guys that I could just be straight up and down with, from beginning to end. Like I never really, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people in the music business, things are good until they're not good.
Right.
You know what I mean? With those guys, I know it's always good.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It's your family.
Totally.
It's your folks.
Exactly. So, I went on a journey with them, and that was the Detroit era, you might say. I'm not sure if my music is still like that, but it's also really influenced by my time in Japan, and also living on my own in my studio dungeon now. Or not on my own, I mean, with my wife and stuff. But I mean, being in Canada is kind of being like isolated.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the local scene, but it's isolating. Let me just say that it's isolating. Like it's not like they really understand. Some people do, and there's people here who support me, and I play quite a bit and stuff. I could complain and go off on all the promoters that don't. I could do that. I mean, there's a lot that'll book like guys I make records with and not even think about booking me to open and stuff like that. They book their friends to open, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. I think that's everywhere, though. I think
that's everywhere. That's everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not even going to do that. There's plenty of people here who do support what I do, and I manage, even though I'm definitely against the grain and an outsider, like 100% outsider, I still manage to play quite a bit, like I'm a feisty outsider. So, like I had to move this podcast because I have a gig on like the Sunshine Coast. Do you know what I mean? That's like, you have to take a ferry to get there and stuff. It's another town. Here, but it's awesome. They have a good scene there, and I play at this place. It's a place I play kind of semi-regularly, like once a year or something.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's people who support, people who know what I do. I love them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And ask me something else. I forgot where I was talking.
He got lost. Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, I ramble like that.
It's all good, man.
Miles was about to ask you something like way back.
How about this? How about this? How about this?
Oh shit. Yeah, man. That was dope. That was
dope. I gave this record to Rick Wilhite.
Did you?
Yeah, I smoked a doobie with Rick Wilhite, a blunt.
Oh wow!
In my friend Raybone's house. Do you know Raybone?
No, I don't.
We don't want to say that online. We don't know who's listening.
No. Raybone's awesome. Oh, what? Smoking a blunt? I think.
But we don't know. Trump's in office now. We don't know who. We don't know who's
whatever.
listening.
I'm pretty sure we could smoke blunt. Okay. Anyways.
I don't
smoking a cigar.
I only meditate. I don't take drugs. I take only prescription drugs if I have to, guys.
I was enjoying a fine cigar with a couple of fellows. My friend Raybone Jones in Detroit, and and Rick Wilhite showed up.
Okay.
Yeah, and I played him this record.
See, that's what's up.
I had this record with me, and I was like, hey, check this out. And I played this record, and then I gave it to him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, see, he carried your record across state lines.
Yeah, that's dope, though, man. No, that came from us.
He's cool, man. I really liked him, man.
He did a remix for that, man. Yeah. That's the first time I ever did anything with anybody actually doing live, well, not live vocals, but vocals ever. On any
rock.
And he did it.
Really good, man. I really like that song, man. I played it in a set just recently, too, just like a couple of months ago.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. How about this record?
Oh, hell.
Oh, yep. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. I remember all the stuff behind it, the story behind it.
Yeah, this is a good record.
There was some work behind that one.
Yes.
That's what's up, man.
I love this remix too. It's like kind of one of my more. I like this remix. Like not, it's not like super known, So when I break this out on people, that they're always surprised. It's pretty dope and tribal, super tribal.
Yeah,
That's dope.
Yeah, this one. I love this record.
Our homie said, "What's up?" I'll put it back up.
Yep.
Oh yeah, what's up?
That's our true dog there, man. He's
Oh,
on
yeah?
every show. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Respect to
Yeah,
you,
respect
Mr.
him.
SJK. Florian, yep.
Yep.
Nice.
What's up, Florian?
Oh yeah, Florian. He's the promoter who I'm playing for in
He forgets
Florian.
Coast.
On the Sunshine Coast.
Sunshine Coast. Hey,
Nice
what's up,
one,
Florian?
Florian. Thank you, bro. I can't wait to play the show. It's going to be awesome. I'll do my best.
It's good to know you, Florian. It's good to know you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and also, I got to mention 2 other shows before I forget. Okay, in case those promoters are watching. First one is I'm playing this festival in the first weekend of September called End of Days. So you got to check that. That's
that sounds like one of them zombie movies, don't it?
Yeah, Armageddon Down. That was last year. It was called Armageddon Down. This year it's called End of Days.
Oh wow, you hit the head.
Yeah, and it's a great festival. It's kind of like a lot of old schoolers. It's really fun. It's dope. And I also got to plug this, man. This is my own thing. Zenyasai Beer Garden.
Oh, okay, nice.
Oh, okay. Make sure you guys check him out. Get out to that.
Yeah, this is at the Nikkei Center in Burnaby. That's in the suburb I live at.
Okay.
This is the Nikkei Center is a Japanese Canadian museum and cultural center. That's where my wife is the executive director.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
That's why she's in San Francisco, because she's speaking about Japanese Canadian history at like a big conference in San Francisco.
That's cool. That's
2 conferences actually.
Okay.
Right now she's doing one on. She's also an expert in Japanese tea ceremony, so she's at this like major Japanese tea ceremony conference, and then she goes to this other conference and gives a presentation on Japanese Canadian history or something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what's up, man.
Anyway, and this is the place where she runs Nikkei Center, and this is an outdoor party in the Japanese garden there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Myles, since he's on this whole Japanese tip, I'd like to maybe go ahead and ask him a question about Japan, because he keeps mentioning it. If you don't mind.
Yeah, well, I lived there for like 10 years. Yeah.
I know. In Myles, you wanted to ask him something earlier, but since he jumped on it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Rennie, if you can, take us back to your time spent in Japan. Like, what was it like, the day-to-day life, what you're doing on a daily, how you were going around, the public transportation, the people, the life, also the music side of it, like the gigs you were playing and organizing. I believe you brought over Echoplex, maybe Damon Wild and some other people. And, if you could take us down that journey of your life in Japan, how you got there, and
I didn't bring anybody. I wasn't doing any promoting or anything like that. Mm-hmm. I played with Damon Wild there. I've never met Echoplex. I like his music though. I love it.
He released on my label. We know Peter.
I know, but I never met him.
Okay, I thought he came in.
I think he did. Or maybe we met. Mm-hmm. I know that I know he knows Damon really well and stuff. Mm-hmm. I know that. And I know that we're like connected by, other people. Do you know what I mean? Like his name's always been around in my history. Echoplex, that is Peter. Okay. But I don't know if we've actually ever broed down. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if we ever hung out. Mm-hmm. Maybe we did though. I'm not sure. It's hard to remember because it would be
stop that smoking.
I know. No, I know that, bro. I know that. My memory is not happy with the smoke, but I did play with Damon though. A
Okay.
bunch of times in Japan.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't do the shows though. I was just also playing.
Okay. I thought maybe you hooked it up or something. But so what was
No,
life like there? What was life like there in Japan?
people did that because because I had released on Sine Wave.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, I released on Sine Wave like right at that time. So when my record was out on Sine Wave, it actually did really good in Japan too. That's another reason, right?
Okay.
Then there was some shows with Damon, and he stayed at my apartment for a while too.
Okay. So that's what it was. I knew one of them dudes stayed with you there.
Yes, absolutely, yes. So there was a whole adventure with Damon Wild and stuff. One time we were DJing in Osaka, and Laurent Garnier came to the show, and that was fun.
Okay, that's cool.
And, there was some. Yeah. Anyways, that was a long time ago, really long time ago. But I lived in Japan a long time after that, and before that, 10 years I lived there. And I DJ'd a lot there. There's a thing called Loud Magazine, which ranks DJs, like in Japan, Japanese DJs. And I got onto that ranking after I was there for about 4 years or something. I got onto that ranking, just having playing all the time at these shows and stuff. And that helped me quite a lot. Once I got onto that ranking, I could pretty much I stayed on that ranking for almost until I left Japan. Maybe the last year, I don't know. But anyways, that helped me a lot. So I could do a chart in Loud Magazine every month. So I always had an appearance in this magazine. And then I got a manager. Like I had a proper manager in Japan, Shinya Suzuki. Shouts out to Shinya and Way On. He's awesome. He was like the best ever. I so much wish I had something like that in North America, or had somebody like that. Sorry, he's not a thing. But unfortunately, that was like a Japanese only type situation. But he basically, once I started working with him in 2007, he had me playing up and down Japan like all the time. So I would just get on a Shinkansen and go. I played a lot of like rural towns where, they didn't get a lot of guest DJs, and they would get guest DJs from Tokyo come in, and it was affordable for them to bring me on the Shinkansen, stay a night in a hotel and play at sometimes some of the towns I played in only had like one club, a live house or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I play for like 60 Japanese guys. Yeah, it was awesome, like not just guys, also ladies also. But and I had residencies there. I had a residency in Kyoto, and I played a lot in Kyoto at this club called Metro, which is one of the oldest clubs in Japan. It was so great. And then I played a lot. I had a residency in Tokyo at this club called Rock West, which was an after hours, and really the best after hours for techno and house music in Tokyo. Everyone would end up there. It would open at 5 a.m. And I played there quite a bit, and I was a resident at the water bar at Agiha, so I played quite a bit at the water bar there, part of their rotation, the locals. And basically I participated a lot in the local scene in Tokyo, way more than I'm allowed to participate in Vancouver's local scene.
Okay. So that was my question too, like as you were talking about that, like there is like a scene in Japan.
In Japan, there's a massive scene bigger than Warsaw and America. I don't know, all put together. More people live in Tokyo than all of Canada and LA put together, I heard. So like there's just a scene for everything there. You know what I mean? It's like so dense. The population's so dense. And also people in Japan are really into music. I don't know how to explain that anymore than
they are
more into music than people here. They just really are way more into music that I've experienced, like I would play in clubs where I felt that I wasn't even the one who knew the most about music there. Do you know what I mean? Like this rarely happens, in Canada or North America. Like, I don't feel that I know what to play to, to get, I don't know how to explain this, but in Japan, it's challenging because people are so hip to music. Do you know what I mean? You really got to be on the ball with what you're doing, and you got to assume that the crowd knows, a lot about techno and house music and like underground music and what's happening, like, and what's cringe and what's dope, whereas I don't know, like, it's a different kind of ball game. I play for people who are cool, so they know what's up here, even here. But in Japan, it's like, I don't know, it's a different kind of thing, and it's kind of a positive thing. It's not like I don't know how to explain it. It keeps you on your toes, but it's in a very positive way. It's like, I was very grateful for that, like, for example, in Tokyo, you can play like classic Detroit techno records anytime. Everyone will recognize it. You can play like, of course, the Bells and of course Jaguar and all that stuff, but you could play like a Los Hermanos record, you could play like Droom from DJ 3000. You can play like classic underground records and people will be like, oh, when the hook comes in, when the pad comes in, they cheer and they get hyped. They know what's up. Do you know what I'm saying? You could play like Chicago classics. You can play that kind of stuff and people are with you on that vibe, right? Nobody's like, I don't know this. I don't know what this is.
Right.
It's not like that in Japan. So from my experience, right?
Yeah.
So, I think I was lucky kind of to be playing in a real niche circuit and niche kind of like scene, but it was so many people that I never thought to think like, oh, it's only that in my home area. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
right.
I took it for granted. That's what I'm saying. I took it for granted when I was there, and also there's kind of like the Japanese industry and there's also like the foreigner industry in Tokyo, which is massive in its own right. You know what I mean? Like it's big. Like, I don't know, when I was there, it felt like the international scene was like, I'd go and play in Paris and New York, and I felt the Tokyo scene was more hot or as hot.
Okay.
Paris is hot, right? Paris was hot when I played there, but like, I felt the Tokyo scene was very hot when I was living there. We're talking about like 2004, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like around the area, all through the 2000s, basically, like Tokyo scene, I felt was on fire. I don't know. The people who were there, they can attest to it. But every week there was dope stuff. Like all the artists that we like, and female artists, dudes and girls, female artists that we like, played there all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could connect every weekend with like the real underground industry of techno and house music. And I mean, Disc Union, this kind of stuff, these are really international hubs of underground dance music. Like, all I have to do is bring a stack of records down to Disc Union. No, I don't even have to do that. They're already stocking my stuff. Like, and living in Japan also, there was this kind of vibe that, I guess because I was participating so much, that I got a lot of support from the record stores there.
Okay.
Like Technique and Disc Union and all the record stores there. There's even a record store named after one of my songs in Japan, in Kyoto, called Transit Records. Ryoma Sasaki straight up named it after my song, Commitment to Transit. He told me this.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's dope. And it's still there. So in any case, these kind of places existed Jet. That's another one. You know, you basically they're like distributors also. Cisco, right?
No, Cisco, yeah.
Yeah. They'll get your records everywhere, and once they know you and you're participating in the Japanese scene and like playing lots of shows and putting out records and promoting them in Japan and stuff, you know, like if you're playing a lot of shows, people will go to the store and check your records. So I could sell like a goodly amount of records in Japan because there's a dense population. And during that time, it was like the whole vinyl industry was kind of falling off in North America and other places. Like the distributors were going out of business. I was doing a label with Intergroove. And they went out of business, Futago Tracks, right? And things like that with Intergroove, and then with Rhythmic, which were from New York. Then they went out of business. So it was like a lot of distributors were going out of business. That was when Prime went out of business too. But somehow the record industry was still kind of thriving in Japan. You know what I mean? It was like a hotbed for records. I think that's kind of why the Berlin scene was taken off at the same time too, because the record stores, you know, you could move a bunch of records there. You know, I can't here. It's like, you know, but I've just put out a new record though from here. Can I show it to you?
Yeah, for sure.
Check this out. This just came out.
That's nice.
It's nice, right? Okay, so this is a Vancouver label, local Vancouver label, run by my homie Michael. It's
What's up, Michael?
Mikey Likes It is the label.
Mikey
likes it. Okay, everyone should know. And,
did he say that on it too? Mikey likes it.
It's not on the audio, but look, it's right here. He's put out an art book before for this painter that did the front here.
Okay.
But this is his first vinyl release, and it's for a local artist here called Move 78. He's a young Vancouver artist. And then he got a remix by me and a remix by Jay Tripwire. He's another well-known electronic music producer that lives here in Vancouver.
Oh,
and we're great friends. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen him before.
Yeah, you've heard of him before, right? He's a legend. Oh. Yeah.
So one of my favorite joints that you did a remix a long time ago. I believe he was still alive though, if I'm not mistaken, for Aaron Carl.
Oh, yeah, not a remix. That's not a remix. That's my record. So yeah, and it was one of the last things he did before he died too. It was quite a shock, you know. Like we had a really good success with that record. That's called Savior.
Yeah.
And bro, listen, man, it's uncanny. I'm surprised nobody has written like something about this or noticed this, but maybe I'll have to write like an essay or post on it someday. But it's like Aaron did that record with me and then died shortly after it. And you got to listen to the lyrics of it. Okay? Because it was my track, his lyrics and vocal. That's why it's called Rennie Foster featuring Aaron Carl.
Okay.
It's not Rennie Foster and Aaron Carl, right? They put it out Rennie Foster featuring Aaron Carl because it's his vocal on my production. So you know what I mean? Like he sent the vocal stem into me and I
did it. Okay. See, now that makes sense.
Yeah, that's right. So and that came out on an Italian label called Rebirth. The same label that put out my track Devil's Water that everyone knows, and a bunch of other records too, a bunch of other things. And this one, Savior, that Devil's Water was successful, so they wanted to do an album. So we did the album Blood Sugar. And this was one of the singles for Blood Sugar.
Okay.
Right? It was called Savior. But you got to listen to the lyrics. It's so spooky, bro. Because he's singing about like not wanting to die and stuff and like feeling like he might die. Yeah, it's wild, bro. And he's actually talking about his son. So he had an adopted son. He told me because we worked on the song together. Probably nobody knows this because I don't think he's ever said it publicly or anything. But we worked on the song together. So he told me what he wrote the lyrics about. And it was about some trouble he was having with his son. Like he had adopted.
That time, me and my partner, Brian, because we got close with him around that time, a little bit before, because we actually did, when I was with Brian, we did 616, and we did a tribute. I think you were on there, to be honest. We did like a tribute CD to him.
Okay.
All these different Detroit artists and this artist around the world. But at that time, him and Brian, and they were closer to me and him, but there was what you were saying, that there
is a remix I did for him. Maybe you're thinking of that.
No, actually, you hit it right on the head, because I was actually talking about
Savior one. Okay.
Yeah. He was saying something about, I know there was troubles with his son.
Yeah, that's right. It was really affecting him a lot, and he wrote that song about it. And then he passed away shortly after. Like I was talking to him like every day when this happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, because we had just done this record and it was taken off and we were doing good. We were doing PR and stuff.
Wow.
Like Rebirth, you know, they're pretty good with the PR. So they were sending, you know, interview questions and stuff. Right. So this was, and then he was like, you know, it was coming, you know, months later. So it wasn't right at the time, but we were still in communication a lot because stuff was still happening. And he was like, yeah, I've got to go into the hospital. I've been trying to lose weight, and now I got this problem with my stomach or something. So I got to go have it checked out and stuff. And then it was like days later.
Yeah.
Hours later. Yeah.
It was crazy because like me and Brian, we actually went to his birthday party. He had a birthday party like not too long before that in Detroit. And that was actually like my second time, because he played in Grand Rapids one time. And we went to see him. That's my first time meeting him there. But then we went to his birthday party. He invited us, and it's like one of the dopest places, events I've been to.
He's such a nice guy. He was such a nice guy.
Happy. And then the next thing, like you said, he mentioned something about going to the doctor because he had talked to Brian. Like, yeah, I'm
around the same time. Yeah, right around the same time. Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm not 100% sure that record is the last thing he did before he died, but it might be. It might be. It was really near to the end. So it might be, you know, and if so, that would be very, I don't know, like synchronicity or something. Because he's even though he's singing about his son, if you listen to it now, it sounds like he's singing about himself. And it's,
I have to go back. I don't.
You gotta listen to it.
But I have to go back and.
I still play it quite a bit. It's still awesome.
Dope record, man. That's very dope record.
You know, it's so strong, such a strong vocal performance and stuff. Like, I was ready to make a bunch of records with him. Like, I was trying to talk, you know, I was thinking maybe I would talk to the guys at Rebirth to let us do like something together, like a project. Because I was so, man, it's like, how can I explain? I always wanted to make a vocal. See, like, even though I'm known for the techno and the Detroit techno stuff, actually, I love vocal records, right? Like, you know, Chicago house records with vocals on them and stuff like that. I really love that kind of stuff. And I never really had access to, I've done vocal records with different kind of singers, but not one who understands that aesthetic like Aaron Carl. Do you know what I mean? Savior was like a dream, you know. I love that record. It's one of my favorite records I ever did, for sure, of course.
Yeah, it's dope.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Have you heard the Edu? I don't know how to pronounce their names very well. Edu Imbernon and Koyu. Those guys from, I think, I suck. I think they're from Spain or something. But anyway, European guys that are super big in the kind of tech house, melodic Euro stuff world. They did a really cool remix of that song.
Okay.
And they did really good by it, like with a great organ and builds. And it's perfect, super nice remix. Yeah.
Okay, I have to check that out.
Not as electronic as their other stuff, more housey. They kept it housey. It's really good.
Okay. We also got something in common too. You on RF, you did a release for Mr. Owen Nye.
Oh, I love Owen.
Yeah, that's my guy. So my history.
Are you gonna interview him on this?
Yeah, he was one of my first people that we had, but we just never really connected. So I have to.
It's weird that you bring him up, because just today I got a remix of his for his next thing on RF, I got the remix from another guy I work with, this young Mexican producer who lives here in Vancouver now.
Okay.
His name's Villegas.
Okay.
Shout out to Villegas, Eduardo. He did a really nice remix of Owen Nye that we're going to release on RF, and he just sent it to me today.
That's nice.
Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So I met Owen when I was living in England. He did a release on this Australian guy, Simon's label. I can't think of the label right now, but he hit me up and said, "Hey, I got a remix. You want to do it?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I did it, and it was pretty all right, you know what I mean? But I had no clue who Owen was until we started talking. And at the time, he was like 15 years old. And
word?
Yeah. It was
He's that young? How old is he?
Owen's probably like 23, maybe.
Oh, really? And the guy I got to remix for him is like 25 or.
They're young, because like I said, he was like 15,
yeah, that's good.
he was 15, so that's my history with him, and we
I
did.
didn't realize he was that young. I knew he was younger than me, but everybody's younger than me.
He's young. So, but yeah, good producer, does dope music, man. I'm happy.
Classic sound. I love his style. Yeah,
for sure, man.
I love that style. The classic style, classic sounds. You know what I love is your remix of my song Traders.
I love that too.
I play the heck out of that. That's the one Nastya plays.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I actually found her, because somebody sent it to me like, "Yo, this chick's playing." I had no clue who she was, and that was the song she was playing.
Yep. Yeah, I know she plays it. Shout out to Nastya. You should do the show.
I asked. She said no. But it's just what it is.
It is what it is. At least she plays our remix.
Yeah, that's true. D, you was gonna ask a question, I think.
Well, he did answer some of the question about Japan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
but it was good though.
I haven't answered about Japan fully, because
you answered but you gave people a bit, they can get some kind of idea.
The piece of the puzzle that's missing, okay?
What's missing?
You need to understand is during this time, I was also living with my two daughters, raising them by myself.
I remember that.
Yeah, they're mad little. They're married now. They're both married.
What?
25, and they're both married. Mm-hmm. Yep. But at this time in Japan, when I was DJing a lot in Japan,
mm-hmm.
their mom's passed away now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But at this time, her mom was, we had split up, and she had gone with my manager, my manager at the time, not Shinya, who was later my manager, my first manager, who was Ryoma Sasaki, who people may know from, no, not Ryoma Sasaki, who was Ryogo Yamamori. Okay, mm-hmm. who you might know from Ovum Records and stuff. Mm-hmm. He used to be part of our crew when I first knew him, and then he ended up marrying my ex-wife.
Okay,
before she died.
Mm-hmm.
All love between all of us. Yeah, there's nothing bad between us. Mm-hmm. But anyways, she was kind of ill, and there was some time when she ended up living in her hometown, and I stayed in Tokyo with the girls.
Okay.
So I was in Tokyo with the girls doing the DJing and stuff, mostly by myself. Yeah. Sometimes, she'd visit from there, and they'd go visit her. But mainly, they lived with me. I had custody of them. So, so a lot of people remember that about me. I was always with the two little girls, my kids. Yeah, they grew up. That was a major part of the story. I can't not mention that part, because that was that basically colored all my experiences there. Was, being an expat, just like you are in Warsaw, with my little girls. And they were in the public school system there too. So they could speak Japanese and everything now.
That's right.
Yeah.
That had to be hard, to raise. They're twins, right?
They're twins. Yeah. That's why we called Futago tracks.
Yep.
Futago means twins in Japanese.
Okay.
And there was another set of twins in our crew too. this dude Kon Shinomura. Maybe you remember his name. People knew him back then. But he left music. Basically, he kind of like, I'm not really sure. It's private between him and his family or whatever, but he basically just kind of said, I'm not doing music anymore, and just unfortunately kind of severed ties with everyone involved with music. That included me. Nothing really bad happened between us. He just did that. I don't know. I think my theory is he couldn't be away from the music and not doing it and be around music people. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like he kind of, all the people that were from the music industry, he just kind of stopped talking to them.
Yeah, totally got himself out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Like that.
Right.
Not for any big, there was nothing negative behind it, except for I think it was kind of like he felt he couldn't do his family correctly if he continued down that path, which I understand. I mean, you know, especially the way that I was doing it at that time was very gung-ho, you know what I mean? Very like do or die, like you know what I mean? Like I lived for this for years and years. I'm old.
How about the day-to-day life? You know, when you were just going about your daily routine, because I noticed when I was in Japan, I noticed it to be ahead of America, especially with technology and everything.
You mean with the subway and stuff? Oh, I took the subway.
Or going in the city. Did you know, like a lot of things? Did you see a lot of technology, that's way advanced back then that maybe came to America and Canada later? For example, like games and stuff, you know.
I don't play games myself. I don't do the video games. I do music instead. My brother.
Okay, but other stuff, did you see other things? Like, you know, like,
lots of the cell phone thing was major. Like everyone had a cell phone in Japan way before everyone had a cell phone here. Like when I moved to Japan in the 90s for the first time. See, that's the thing. This last time I lived in Japan was the third time I lived in Japan.
Wow.
Yeah, but the other times were shorter. The second time I went to DJ was in the 90s, and I did a bunch of gigs, and that was more. I had only one record out in 1997. It was called Housework. I hadn't really. Nobody in techno really knew what I was doing at that time. It was mostly like house, but it was kind of weirdo house. But that was in like the late 90s. I went to Japan and DJ'd there and stayed there for like a year, half a year, almost a year. And during that time, you know, I had a beeper when I was in Canada, and then I went there and everyone had cell phones already.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Little ones, though. They were mad little, like little.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I hooked one of those up real fast. But, you know, and even when I was in Canada and I had a beeper, not everyone had a beeper.
Oh, the beeper.
Did you have one of those back there?
Yeah, I remember the first time it went off. I was sitting in school in the university, and you know, professor was talking, and I just jumped out of the seat because I had it on the vibrate, on the buzz. Yeah, it was like boom, first time. I was like, whoa, you know, what's going on here?
Oh yeah, no, I was major with the beeper. I had like mega beepers. I had a ton of beepers, man. So many beepers when I was a kid. This is when I was like, you know, in the 90s.
Right.
You know, when everyone had beepers. Well, not everyone, but good.
Pager. He had a pager. Guys, he had a pager.
A pager,
beeper, but he had a pager.
Well, we said pagers, but we also said beepers because on the West Coast.
Right.
That's a Sir Mix-a-Lot thing.
Yeah, I remember that song came out.
You know the song? Yeah.
Word.
He's from Seattle. That's very near to my hometown, which is Victoria.
Okay.
Island. Near Vancouver Island. That's where I'm from. Yeah.
Yeah, we know the geography.
Yeah, word,
not everyone knows it. You know? Yeah.
Yeah. So, Who's your favorite producer?
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Let's put them on the spot.
Who's my favorite producer?
Favorite producer besides yourself?
I don't think I have one. I like different producers for different things. And I mean, like, I don't know. I'm not really a favorites kind of guy. I could tell you a few that I love. Like
Top
I
5.
love Steve Rockman.
Oh, good old Steve.
I love
Brother Steve.
Yeah. And I love D-Tron.
Oh,
I never met him. I don't know him.
Mm-hmm.
Never met one time, but I'm really a long time fan of his music.
Yeah, he's got some nice stuff.
Yep. I love Samuel Session. He's the homie too. I love his music.
Yep. Samuel's dope.
I love Santiago Salazar. I like his music.
Yeah.
I like let's see, what other stuff do I play like all the time? I'm gonna forget a bunch of shit. But new producers, I like. Do you know who's Malgrab? I like Malgrab. I like his stuff. He's good. He's young. He's a younger producer. You should check him out. I like what am I always checking, man? What am I always checking recently? Like who kicks ass right now? It's hard, for me to. I know that I'm gonna remember a bunch.
Right.
You know what I mean? As soon as I'll be like, how did I forget that? I played this.
Yeah.
Time. You know what I mean? Like there's man. You can always hear a Sterac track in my sets, pretty much.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's pretty much always something.
Good old Steve, man.
I also love Todd Terry. Like he's very influential. Even if I'm not playing all his new stuff, but his whole thing, his whole deal it's just been like lifelong influence to me.
Okay.
I always fucking with what Todd Terry's doing. I'm always listening to it going, okay. You know what I mean? Like some guys I really grew up really loving their music, but then I stopped really following what they're doing, like our man Van Helden or something, like original stuff. I was just, oh my God, it was just like everything. I was like, fuck this guy. And then at some point, it started to go in a direction where I respected, but I wasn't going. I wasn't there.
Right.
Yeah. And that happens with some people or with some things over time. But Todd Terry, though, generally I can feel where he's coming from. Masters at Work, too. Like they stayed pretty consistently, like, I don't know, they do stuff. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like, I love Mr. G, but who doesn't love Mr. G?
Right.
Yeah.
I love Detroit stuff. Like, I don't know.
What about non-electronic artists? Like, do you have a favorite producer that's non-electronic? Just curious.
Well, I love rock and roll, and I love a lot of bands.
What's your favorite?
Led Zeppelin, by far.
Nice.
Like I'm very seriously into Led Zeppelin, but I also love Van Halen almost as much. I love a lot of new wave. So, like OMD and
which rendition of Van Halen?
Only David.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't fuck with anything but David Lee Roth, Van Halen. Of course. No, I'm not. No. I respect that, I respect that, but that's a whole different thing.
Okay.
Yeah. No, like I like for rock, there's new stuff I like. This band called Corinne a lot with a K. Choir Boys, band called Choir Boy, I really like a lot. I like, kind of new wavy indie stuff. The same stuff I've always loved, I still love. So basically it's like my growing up and my music taste growing up was basically like all kinds of good music that was kind of edgy. So, I liked punk rock and new wave and, so lots of punk. I love Bad Brains and stuff.
Okay.
Things like that. Yeah. I could list, Bad Brains, Eye Against Eye is like incredibly influential album for me. Like every song, start to finish, the whole thing is like embedded in me. Right. But same with like early B-52s stuff and The Cure, things like that. Yeah.
All right.
That kind of stuff. That's what's very influential to me. And traditional house music and rave music. So stuff like Alternate, LFO, and this stuff is very influential to me. 808 State.
Oh, of course.
And hip hop stuff like the boom bap era,
Right.
Gangstar,
Gangstar.
Hard to Earn, especially the album Hard to Earn was very influential. Nas, Illmatic, super influential to me. This kind of stuff. Rakim. I mean, I can't mention an influence without Rakim. Rakim is has been a life influence to me, like since I was a kid. I've been trying to be like Rakim, basically. Yeah, like he's the guy. I put a picture on my wall, and
so you ain't no joke.
The rest is cool. Yeah, I Ain't No Joke is like a theme song in my life. Like I rap it in the shower and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, and it's in. I sampled it. Listen on Subject Detroit. Good Time Charlie.
You sampled
on on Subject Detroit.
Okay.
You hear that, Rakim? He sampled it.
When he goes a little phrase. What did I sample? I'm no comedian,
Oh, okay.
Oh, Rakim.
Yeah.
You're gonna see, you've been served.
Listen to it, man. Listen to it.
That's good.
You'll hear it.
All right.
Yeah.
Got one final question for you. It might be kind of deep, but
concentration because I'm no comedian. That one.
It just came into my head. So
yeah.
If there was one thing that you could change in this industry of house, techno, electronica, what would it be?
I don't know if it's one thing, but there is one thing that I always gripe about is how people get really stuck on genre. Like they're really into genres and like trends in genre, so they'll be like, I only played this, I only played that, or you are this genre, you are that genre. I don't like that at all. Like, I never thought like that. I've always felt that was for other people. And like, I tolerate it and deal with it. And like, I know how to use information attached to genre to find records and music and research and stuff, so that's kind of handy. But I do not like the idea of DJs conforming to a single genre or like clubs or promoters pushing single genres or the pressure of DJs to conform to certain genres. I don't like that. I feel that's a stifling force within dance music. And when it was less influential, it was so good. That's why it was the golden era, man. Because you could, I never even thought about that stuff back then. You know what I mean? Not. Yeah, nope. we were like inventing names for music that we're into just on our own, like.
Yeah.
I'm into like funky electro. I'm into like blah blah blah. Just trying to, it's like. It doesn't mean a genre, like it has to be an electro beat. Like it just means electronic, like I'm into the word techno in the widest sense, technology music like that. That's my, my thinking about it. And same with house. Like when I was first learning about house and into house, to me, it wasn't even a genre. It was like more of a style. Like for me, De La Soul was like house, or like the Eurythmics were like house, back at that time in like 1990 and 1988 and stuff. Like it was like, if you were into house, you were like into a special kind of lane. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like it didn't have anything to do with BPM or even the 4/4 kick, that was just the disco beat because they're making new disco to me. Like, you know what I mean? That's a disco beat, and then the break was the broken one. It's like it didn't matter to me, you know, like what speed it was at and shit like that. I was hearing much more things in common between different things than apart. And so my idea as a DJ was to put all it together where it fit. Like, you know, I could see this goes with this, and this could be on with this and this. You know, I was listening to like Double D and Steinsky all the time and stuff, and Bomb the Bass and like sound collages and shit. I was making them with tapes, tape loops and tape pieces. So I was finding like, I'd take like Rush, you know, and just like record over and over a little break of it. And then the record, like making little tapes for myself and my friends. That was kind of how it was all constructed in my mind like that. So it required going outside a genre, you know, to make it happen. So this whole thing that was like, no, you just play this, like I don't vibe with that at all. I'm like a anti that really in my style and my the way that I do my thing. I resist that. I'm like a resistor of that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, sounds like a pretty good interview.
Yeah, it was nice.
I do have something just to add a little bit.
Okay.
So Mr. SJK, who's our, you know, faithful fan here, we love him.
Okay.
He did have a little request. You don't have to do it, but what's in your studio? He wanted to.
Oh, I got lots of gear in my studio. Okay, let's talk about my studio. All right.
Well, but he wanted to actually see a little tour, but I figured maybe you could just talk about it. You don't have to, you know, briefly.
Okay.
Like what you're using.
Let's see. How's the best way to do that?
We can see a little bit behind him.
Okay, so I'm going to move the webcam a bit, okay?
Okay.
Now, my studio is actually the entire basement. It's across 2 rooms.
Okay?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so we're going to, right now you're in what I call the cockpit. We're in the flight center, okay? The flight deck, all right? Okay. So this is what I'm messing with in here. This is stuff I'm usually doing, like sequencing. You know what I mean? I sequence all this stuff. Yeah, anyways. So to this side, what we got here is just a little controller. And then behind me, we got that rack. I don't know if you can see that. That is a nice rack. And we got my 909 right there.
Got an MC.
We got underneath, we got the... I don't know if you can see it there, but we got the Arturia Matrix under there, Brute. Then we got an M1. Then we got a D. They're both hella expanded. Can you see the those little things sticking out of the card slots with the numbers? Can you see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, those things, those are like I think they're called V-Synth expansions or whatever. They're like modern technology. So you stick that in there and it adds all these patches and shit. It uses the engines of those vintage synths, the DX7 and the M1, to build new patches, and they're crazy and you can edit them and stuff. And then on this side I got this table with some stuff all up on here, some things. This is on my desk. So I got that's what I control Reason with. That's my main DAW Reason. So that's my Panorama P1. Reason is what I'm putting everything together in these days. Okay. Some controllers and stuff on my desk. I got the Mackie thing. My computer is a Mac M4 Pro, M4 Mini, Mac Mini M4 Pro with all these screens and shit here. And then over my sound card is this Tascam right here, the Model 12.
Okay.
And then so in my other room, what I also have but I have like tons of other gear too. I have like this closet over here. I don't know if you can see it, but this is my 909. I love this thing. This is dope. Are you there still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. We didn't run away.
Well, in my closets here is full of instruments too. Like,
oh wow.
You know, I got lots of these like little keyboards, this SK1 and Casios, Yamahas, and other synths and stuff too in here. All kinds of pedals and effects and things I keep. And then in my other room, what I have is that's the bigger room in the other room, and that has my DJ setup.
Okay.
In there, right? And it also has a little dance floor and like a sound.
Whoa, he's like Prince, man.
And a bar. I got my own bar too.
Jesus,
Yeah,
this guy's like Prince.
It's pretty heavy duty. And then I also have a lot of like other keyboards set up in there, right? Like Yamahas and Casios and stuff that I've collected over the time. Not really fancy synths, more like keyboards in there.
Okay.
But I got all kinds of them, old ones and cool ones and stuff. And I sit in there and work out music a lot. And then also I have my electronic drums set up in there too. So I play drums in there. And then I can bring those in here sometimes and record them, or I use different drum pads to control these machines or software.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like another room for a different, it has other purposes, but I'd love to show you guys that one too. You know, I have nice gear in there too, CDJs and turntables and all the stuff. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
We get you back on and we can do that then.
Yeah. Do a studio tour.
Sure.
I am pretty proud of my studio. I love my studio. I'll show you. I got to show you what it sounds like in here. We got the can you see the speaker stack right there? We got like let's see. This I'm not doing a good job. Okay. So beside me on both sides, I rock with these. They got the Tannoys right there, 8-inch, Yamaha 5-inch, and then these Avatone kind of like, these are like monocube type monitors, right? Yeah. So I reference with all these. And then I got down here, if you can see it, I got this big ass 12-inch KRK sub down here. Fuck, I don't know if you can see it, but down in here. Fuck, I don't know how to position I'm squaring a lot too. Oh, there it is. You can see the yellow. Yeah. That's a 12-inch sub under there. So that's how it sounds when I'm working on music in here. It's nice.
That's what's up.
I live in a house, so I can just rock. I just rock through the night. Okay. I'm always creative at night, you know.
That's why he's up now, people, because it's night and he's creative.
Like Batman.
That's right. I'm kind of nocturnal. To be honest, yeah, I'm kind of nocturnal, man. I try not to be, and sometimes I'll go a month here or there with normal sleep, but not really. I'm pretty much up all night, every night.
That's what's up.
That's how I knock out so much music, though. You know? Right.
You do put out a lot of music. You really do.
Oh, yeah. I try.
Like a machine.
Time on earth is short, man. I don't, this is what I want to do. I made up my mind, a long time ago, man. A long ass time ago when I was a little kid, like when I told you in 1983. And basically, since that time, I've been just obsessed with DJing and dance music and like the whole thing, Mm-hmm. So I think it was, I'm not sure, maybe in the late 80s, I really dedicated myself, and this is all I'm doing for my life. You know what I mean? So
well, you're doing a good effing job, so don't stop and keep it going, man.
That's very nice of you to say that.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Appreciate it, guys. Yeah. I love the records that we did together, man. They're both just gems.
We gotta link to do some more.
Yeah, man.
More for sure.
We should do a record again soon.
Yeah.
Get you guys on my RF label. It's only digital right now, but I don't have the loot to do records on my own really right now.
We do, and I'm down. We can just run it. We can do it.
Yeah, man. I would love that. I mean, the last remix you did for me on there did really well.
Yeah, I liked it.
Right? That's a good one, man. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So so other than what you got coming up, I know you got you plugged some gigs you got coming up, but you got anything else coming up?
Yeah, man. My latest release right now that's coming out is on pre-order on Beatport. It's called Now That I'm Gone. Mm-hmm. And that's my main thing I want to plug, my latest RF release, Now That I'm Gone, on RF, with a remix by Mscape and Yoshi Harino from Tokyo.
Cool.
And I got loads. And then after that, I'm going to drop an EP called Based in Reality. I already made the stickers.
Oh, nice.
That's coming up in October on my label. But yeah, I got lots of things coming out. I just showed you that record. I got another one on Soiree coming up. Another, you know, I've been working with Soiree since 2002, nonstop. Still to now, still to 2025. That's a long ass time.
Yeah. D,
working with the one label.
D, do you know Derek
Thompson?
Yeah, Donnell. Do you know him?
Yeah,
I know the name. I know the name. I don't think we ever met personally, but I know who
Derek
he is.
Thompson is like, you know, my main man. When I go to Detroit, that's where I stay. I stay with him. And you know, he's a huge mentor and longest people in Detroit know me because of Derek Thompson. He's the guy who introduced my music to Detroit.
So we maybe try to get him because
got to.
Laura said the same things. He was like influential on her come up too. So
totally. He's a very supportive person. He runs Soiree like Labor of Love. You know, that's a real family label. The people who've been working with Soiree have been working for years and years and years with them. I have. And you know, he's real, man.
Yeah.
Derek Thompson. He's a great man.
I'm gonna reach out because I'm actually going to Detroit today. So maybe.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going. Today.
And you got to say what's up to Roach.
That's
his festival. Yeah. That's his thing,
I don't know,
right?
But
what?
Joshua knows him. I don't.
Oh yeah, I'm tight with him too.
Yeah,
tight with him too. You know, I played at Detroit.
Yeah.
You know that? Me and Gary Martin did a Technotica tag team.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I got a mission today. I got to meet Derek. I'm meeting Roach. Hopefully,
Gary Martin. Find Gary Martin. Okay.
That's my research. And
find those guys, man. Find those guys.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. There's so many people in Detroit. You should meet.
Look up. Yeah. I gotta get on that, man. I've been slacking a long time, but. So yeah, well, everybody, thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Renee.
Rennie. Oh, one thing I forgot, man. One thing I forgot to show you guys.
Okay.
It's just a dope ass thing that I just gotta show. You know Hawk, right? You seen this?
Yeah.
Right? This is his new book, 33 Years of Techno Art and Afrofuturism.
Oh.
Okay, this just came out. You got to go cop this on eBay.
Okay.
Go on eBay, okay? Go on eBay.
We know it.
And buy this, okay? And I got to show you my page.
Okay.
Oh, he's got to show his page.
Hey, man, this means a lot to me, bro. Like having a legend like him do artwork for one of my albums, and then to put it in this book on a full page. Come on, look at that. Game of 100 Go.
Nice. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. That's cool, right? I crowdfunded that album.
That's cool.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah, I did that. I did it through GoFundMe like in 2015 or something. Yeah,
that's
I crowdfunded like $3,000 and pressed those up.
Nice.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it didn't take long either. It was like, I was surprised. It was kind of like they donate and then their donation comes with the CD.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I said, if you donate this amount of money, up past this amount of money, I'm going to send you the CD. So that paid for it. It was awesome. Yeah.
That's cool.
It was a cool experience, to be honest with you, because, you know, I had never put out a full length thing on my own before. And I'd done it with labels before, so it was really different than doing with a label, but it's cool doing it like right with the people that are going to buy it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. I recommend it.
All right. And since he's recommending stuff, we're recommending stuff too.
Okay.
If you like what you seen today,
do it.
Share, subscribe to the channel.
Like it.
See, Rennie got his thing too.
Like it.
Subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Hit that notification bell so you know the next time we're going to do something live, you will know in advance. Again, excluding Mr. Foster. If you don't like seeing our faces, you don't have to see our faces.
Oh.
You can listen. You can hear, you can listen to all the episodes today's episode and all the previous episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. And when you're there, also hit that subscribe button too, because it also gives you notifications. Follow us Instagram, MS Live for D-KNOX, and on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Myles Sergé. And since we have our enforcer here in studio, hate people that hate us, you can hit that hate mail. Mr. Foster's going to come after you with the MS Live with D-KNOX at gmail.com. That is MS Live with D-KNOX at gmail.com.
Thanks, guys.
And for some reason that you want to book us, all of us, Rennie's information is going to be inside the description of today's episode, so you can hit him there. For me and Donnell, booking Myles Sergé, position2bookings at gmail.com. That is position2bookings at gmail.com. It's POS2 booking, so that's position 2. For Mr. Knox, you can find him at the Stellar Booking Agency. Booking at Stellar Bookings, bookings at stellarbooking.com. That is booking at stellarbooking.com. He is in Europe, but he's also taking stuff for America when he's here. Just get out those people and we can get that all going. Yeah. So let's give it up for Mr. Foster.
Thank you. Cheers. Thanks, everybody, for coming out.
We do one more because, it was a special to wake everybody up.
I love it.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to MS Live, and we will see you soon. Peace.
Bye, guys.